Hey, what's up YouTubers, and welcome back to another Todd E. Walnuts unboxing video. I'm going to do a couple different unboxing videos tonight, Friday night. It's about 5 o'clock p.m. Hope everybody's doing well. Today in this video we're going to go through the Creepshow Anthology. This was a gift to me from Chili Billy, and we're going to go through and check it out. It is a Mediabook box set from, I believe this is from Italy. So get yourself relaxed. Get a beverage and a snack. Get a nice little warm piece of the blanket. Like Lefty said on Donnie Brasco, Lefty played by Al Pacino, he said even a dog gets a warm piece of the sidewalk sometimes. Let's check it out. Creepshow Anthology. Okay, so the gang is all here. You saw them, the pretty girls. Little Miss Heidi and Big Miss Hannah. So I started to peel the plastic off, and we're going to take a look here. And I don't want to wreck any of the stickers. I don't know if I'll keep them or not. I don't know what they are yet. So this is basically, it's just the UPC code and some of the other labels that they borrowed materials from for this box set. And that would include, I'm assuming that everybody already watched my unboxing video from the package that Billy sent me, Chili Billy, and that's probably not the case. So I'll go over this again. So there was different companies that helped put this together, or that had sourced materials for this box set. And that includes Synapse Films, Shout Factory, Arrow Video, 88 Films, some of the big hitters. And this was put out by a company called Cinemuseum, and it's an Italian company. And this thing is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's the entire Creepshow Anthology, which comes with, you get Creepshow, Creepshow 2, and Just Desserts, which is the documentary for the franchise. And you can see that they're showcasing that comic book feel, which is really great. And this was limited. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that because it's pretty reflective. But it's limited to 999 pieces, and I got number 469. There's like a little holographic sticker here at the bottom. The box, the outer box is very hard. I'm going to dump the stuff out, and we'll look at the box first. It has a matte finish, a very soft matte finish, which I really like. It's not a fingerprint magnet. There's what the spine looks like if you have it on the shelf. Creepshow Anthology. CMC number 5. Cinemuseum Cult. And here's the back. And it's a very sturdy outer shell, very heavy duty, very high quality. And we'll take a look here at the artwork again on the back. You can see, because this was a George A. Romero and Stephen King collaboration for Creepshow, you can see some of the magazines in the background are from George A. Romero, Dawn of the Dead, and Stephen King, The Stand, George A. Romero's Martin, vampire movie. And Firestarter, another Stephen King movie. And you get a Time magazine, and you got a Life magazine. Really nice details on this. I like the colors. I like the way it looks. And then there's the little boy who gets in trouble for reading the comic book at night. He gets yelled at by his dad. There's some more posters. You got Carrie and The Shining. Those are both Stephen King movies. And then you got Dawn of the Dead again. So we'll put the box off to the side. And there's a booklet for Creepshow Anthology. This booklet is really shiny, very glossy. I like that image. So this is not really a booklet. It's just basically, it's just one sheet folded over, but it's very thick and very glossy. Let's see if we can get a better viewing here of the photos. You can see some of the scenes from Creepshow 1. I Want My Cake. And then there's Jordy. He got meteor shit on his fingers. That was great. That was funny. That's actually Stephen King. And then Ted Danson. That was a great segment too, when they got buried alive and then they come back as these aquatic zombies. Great segment. And then of course there was the cockroach segment. This guy gets eaten from the inside out by cockroaches. And then this is from part 2. I remember Chief Woodenhead. That was pretty good. And then I think my favorite one for part 2 was the raft, when they were swimming and there was like kind of like that algae, that living kind of blob monster. That was pretty cool. So apparently this is all region. You can see the menu from the concession stand at like a drive-in or something. You can get a small popcorn for $4. You can get a big bucket with free refills for $10. 50 cents for butter. Fries, pizza, nachos, milkshake, ice cream, hot dog. It sounds really good. I haven't had supper yet, or dinner, or whatever you guys want to call it. I call it supper, but that's the country boy in me. There's George A. Romero on the left. That was the crate segment. And there's Tom Savini, Stephen King. It's a nice little, I guess that's kind of a leaflet. It's not really a booklet. It's just 2 pages, but it's pretty cool. I like it. And it looks like we're going to go backward here. So let's go to the beginning. The original one, the one that started it all. Creepshow. I believe it came out in 1982. There was this poster. There was also this poster, which I have up there. It's the same exact poster as this one. Only this one has a little box that says very scary, coming soon, screenplay by Stephen King, produced by Richard P. Rubenstein, directed by George A. Romero, in color, 1981 it says up there, if you guys can see that. Maybe you're not going to be able to see it, but it says 1981 Laurel Show, Inc. All right, let me get this back to normal here. If there really is such a thing as normal on this channel. So the book itself is very glossy. Has a nice feel to it. It feels heavy. It's a very high quality Mediabook. What was your favorite segment in Creepshow? And which did you prefer, Creepshow 1 or 2? There's the Blu-ray. See if there's anything underneath it. Nathan Grantham, he finally got his cake. Some great actors. You had Hal Holbrook, Adrienne Barbeau, who I think was dating John Carpenter around this time. You got Ed Harris, Ted Danson, Stephen King, Tom Atkins. He was the angry father. Leslie Nielsen. 1982, it says right there. 120 minutes. Welcome, Uncle Creepy. So it's really nice that they have this in English. Because usually if you buy media books overseas, if you get a German media book, of course it's going to be in German. I still collect them. I still think they're great, even though I don't speak or read German. I believe this is an Italian company, so I thought for sure that this would be in Italian, but it's not. Oops, skipped a page. This was awesome. There's Jordy. This was more or less a comedy skit. That's Stephen King, and a meteor hits out back behind his farm, and it leaves a little divot in the earth, and the meteor's out there and breaks open, and he touches the inside of the meteor, the liquid that's inside of it, and he starts growing moss everywhere, all over his body. It starts on his finger, and it works its way up his whole body. Turns him into a kind of an algae monster, or moss monster, whatever you want to call it. But here's the cockroach episode. There's the little boy with his voodoo doll. And what is this? This is loose. What is it? Is it a postcard? Oh no, it's a, what the heck? First issue collector's edition. This one says 10 cents. I guess they both do. I thought this one said 15 cents before. Oh, it did say 15 cents on this side. 10 cents on this side. So this is another little 2-page pamphlet, if I can open it again. And it has a kind of a fake ad. You can order your own voodoo doll. I like this. This is really cool. And it has a creepy correspondence, people writing in. Dear Creep, all I can say is wow. I haven't seen such a bunch of nauseating rubbish since the days of Tales from the Crypt and the Haunt of Fear. I hope you'll do lots of stories about people being buried alive. They have always been my favorite. Here's hoping there will always be a creep show. I don't know if that's real. It says Brian Hall from Ann Arbor, Michigan. And then they respond, ah, Brian, I think my heart just melted into a puddle of green slime, that is. If stories about people being buried alive is your cup of blood, just check out Something to Tide You Over. Is this okay? And if you want some more nauseating rubbish to look at, find a mirror. Just kidding, Bri, the creep. Special offer for comic books. Join today. Fill out the coupon and enclose 50 cents for each edition of your choice. Dahlia, you bitch! Was that her name? Dahlia? Something like that. Hold my breath a long, long time. Oh, now it's in Italian. That's cool. So they're basically showing you everything again, but this time it's in Italian. I like that. That's a great idea. There's Jordy. Adrienne Barbeau. So this was right around the time of the Cannonball Run. She was in that movie with Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise and many, many others. All-star cast. Dean Martin and Sammy were in the movie. But she was looking really good right around that time. I think Cannonball Run was around 1980, 1981, and this came out in 1982. There's Tom Savini again. Hey, Roberto Lasagna over here. You think that's really the dude's name? Roberto Lasagna. Hey, I'm making lasagna over here. So I got number 469 out of 999. It was really cool, man. And here's the bonus disc on DVD. Tom Atkins. After he was, his voodoo doll had been pierced. I'm going to pause it here and we'll get into part 2. Alright, there's Creepshow 2. That's another great cover. Castle Rock Theater Concessions. Same. It's a little bit different because this one says Wooden Head Pale Ale for $6. Soda Float. Is that the only reference to part 2? Let's see if... Did we miss something on part 1? Where was that? Where was that concession? I don't remember. Was it on the back? Oh well. So here's the Blu-ray. Looks like it's all region. A, B, and C. There's the animated character of the kid. Calling this one the second issue collector's edition. This one came out in 1987. George Kennedy, Dorothy Lamour, one of the Lamour sisters, Tom Savini. Directed by Michael Gornick and produced by David Ball. Screenplay by George Romero. Stories based by Stephen King. I prefer part 1 way more than I prefer part 2, or I should say I prefer part 1 over part 2. But over the years, part 2 has kind of grown on me a little bit. And I think it's a very good movie, good anthology horror movie. There's a little bit of kind of a, not really that big of a deal, a little bit of a kind of a printing error there. These things are so limited that it's easy to overlook a little flaw like that. It's not a big deal at all. This was pretty good, the Chief Woodenhead one. I liked this one a lot, and I liked the swimming one. I forgot what it was called. Was it the raft? When all the kids were swimming, they were diving off of that floating dock. You can order a giant Venus flytrap. Enclosed is $1 plus 25 cents for handling and mailing for 3 flytraps. Or enclosed is $1.75 plus 25 cents for handling and mailing for 6 flytraps. Feed it raw meat. Amaze your friends. It eats insects in 1 gulp. Dear Creep, I think a meteor took a shit in my backyard. Jordy Verrill, Portland. Where's my cake? Nathan Grantham. Yeah, this is a really nice set. These are the same comics that they showed in the other one. Oops, sorry about that. There's the Creep for part 2. There's George Kennedy and Chief Woodenhead. This one right here, this is it called The Raft or something like that? I forget now. Thanks for the ride, lady. Thanks for the ride. I don't have a Creepshow 2 poster, but that is a good one. And this one corresponds with the other one, 469. It's handwritten. That's pretty good. Pretty cool. Okay, so that was part 2. Gonna pause it here and we will go through the Just Desserts making of Creepshow. Okay, so there we go. Just Desserts, the making of Creepshow. So you have Stephen King, Tom Savini, and George A. Romero. 3 titans in the horror business. And there's the crate. There's Jorge Romero. This was put out by Synapse Films. I do have this on Blu-ray from Synapse, but I like this edition better. There's old George. He's missed. He's really missed. Fortunately, we still have Stephen King and Tom Savini with us. So this came out in 2017. Directed by Michael Felsher. I swear this guy never ages. He always looks the same. Ed Harris. It says in the Italian edition, Geordie is missing, but there are cockroaches instead. That's interesting. So they didn't have the Geordie segment on the Italian edition? A tasty part of Just Desserts is dedicated to the cult episodes The Lonely Death of Geordie Verrill and They're Creeping on You. There's no lack of images from the set and unedited footage from the episode that follows the story of the clumsy farmer played by Stephen King, who appears inside a harness that sees the character completely subjugated by the greenish creature that will lead him to suicide. I don't think I was supposed to say that here on YouTube. That's okay. What difference does it make? They flag it. They're going to flag it. So you won't see any ads in this video just because of that one word. And if King does not take part in the making of Just Desserts, it should be remembered that the Italian version of the episode was not included, but then appeared in the Multivision VHS rental version and in some screenings that instead proposed the full version of the film. Interesting. It's Ted Danson. That's great. That is really, really great. There's Bobby Lasagna again. That can't be the guy's real name. Oh, Bedelia. Bedelia. This one has an ad for, it says, by selling Bolt, the family newspaper that nobody knows about, you can win it. You can win a bow and arrow, pistols, rifles, surveillance equipment, cannons, tanks, nuclear warheads. Is that what it said? Yeah, you can win those prizes, it says. Check one. Are you a male, female, mutant, or alien? Meat-eating plants. When I was a kid, probably like around 8 years old, my mom bought me and my brother Venus flytraps. And they were small. They came in they were a little pot, and then they had they were just little. And you can put flies in them and stuff like that. And me and my brother were putting raw hamburger meat in them, and we accidentally destroyed them because they started growing mold and it killed them. But we were just little kids. We didn't know any better. We had to throw them away. Joe King. I didn't know that was Stephen King's son. The Crate Monster. Man, thank God for Tom Savini over the years, all the different great scenes that we've seen. George A. Romero, Tom Atkins, Stephen King, all of these guys were legends, man. This one, I don't know if it's supposed to have a disc in the back, but it only has, this one is empty. Is it supposed to have another disc in it? I don't think so. I'm not sure. There's no J card. So this is the Blu-ray, Region B. I don't know if it was supposed to have a DVD and it just wasn't in here. But it doesn't matter to me because I wouldn't have watched it on DVD. It's on Blu-ray here. So that is a great box set. I love it. It's really, really good. Let me see here. We'll go through and do a little recap. And then we'll end the video. I'm going to do another unboxing of a different set. But let's see here. We got... I think I put this one back. Where did I put the second one? Here it is, right here. So we have some little leaflets that go on the inside. I like to show those because they're part of the set. Then we have the Just Desserts, Creepshow and Creepshow 2, and then this was the little Anthology leaflet. Really nice. And then you get these beautiful media books. I'm a big fan of media books. I'll take those over steelbooks any day. You got Creepshow, Creepshow 2, and Just Desserts. So thanks again to Chili Billy for sending this to me. I'm going to leave his link down below. Please do go check his channel out and give him a sub and a hi and a thumbs up and all that stuff. I'm going to leave you guys now with this one, and I'm going to start recording another one. So by the time you're done watching this, the next one should be ready to go up. So for Miss Hannah and Miss Heidi, I'm your boy Toddy Walnuts. Have a great weekend. Have a great Christmas. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.